So, are you one of the many real estate agents that feel pressure at the holidays to spend money on your clients or on your vendor partners or to attend all the holiday parties or to even, oh, I don't know, show a house on Christmas Day? If you fall into those categories, then this conversation is for you. We need to talk about how to deal with holiday stress, your mental health, and for real estate agents, and how we can make that possible. I am Danielle Tucker Shepard, your host of Being Present in Real Estate. And yes, I know it has been a while since I've been on, and I appreciate y'all being patient with me with all the lawsuit stuff and everything, and making sure that our proprietary documents are in place. I had to take a little break from doing the podcast, but I am super excited to be back doing this. So I'm going to post this today. Real excited. Even have my Christmas shirt on because we are right at Christmas time. And so that's what we're going to talk about. Let's talk about holiday stress. Let's talk about that first. So all of us have things that pull us in one direction or another during the holidays. Whether it's family commitments, friend commitments, scheduling, church commitments, all of these things combined can be stressors. Additionally, we have stressors when we may not have someone to spend the holidays with. And then there's that pressure of, oh, I'm going to be by myself. And so there's lots of holiday stress that comes on at this time of the year, really starting at Thanksgiving, comes on at this time of the year, and just kind of accelerates as we move to the new year, which we're excited about 2025. But we got to get there first. So now we need to figure out, how do we deal with these stressors of it's a slower time in real estate, we may not have the funds that we need to do things, it's the constant pressure of I need your time when we may not have the time to give to things. So how do we deal with that? Just like in everything that I have said, is that you have to know your boundaries. You have to know what you as an individual can physically and mentally do. You know, some people, real estate, I always laugh. Real estate, they said when I first got in, if you're not a drinker, you will be. Well, every party, there's drinking. Everyone. But let's start out and let's talk about that stressor of time, because I think that stressor of time is one of the most important things that we tend to overlook. When you're an agent, you get invited to holiday parties from the lender, from the title companies, from your own brokerage. There's just this constant influx of invitations that you feel obligated to go to. You feel obligated to, let me make sure I let her, to attend and to do things with. Not that that's a bad thing, because we want to show people that we support them. But if you don't have time, you cannot feel guilty. What are the things that should come first in your life? For me, God is number one. So after that, then I look at my family, my work, my clients, all of those things. So I have to put things in order. I cannot attend everything that I'm invited to. It's physically impossible, especially when you have kids that are doing the end of year programs, and you have to make that call. And when you make that call, do not feel guilty for prioritizing what is important to you over some of the other things. It doesn't mean that they're not important. My relationship with lenders is just as important. Well, not just as important, but it's as important as my family. But I know that I don't have time. Okay? So, how do we fix that? If you are not calendaring things, you got to calendar things. I know that there are a lot of them, Tom Ferry, Brian Buffini, all of them say, calendar your time. There's a reason they say that. There's a reason that everybody says that. Calendar your time to where you can make the most out of the time that you have available. So, if you have, I'll just use my own life for example. Last week, I had 2 parties at the exact same time. One was for a social club or a civic organization that I belong to, and the other one was a realtor event. So I decided I would go to my civic organization. And luckily, I was done early enough that I could go over to the other one. But I had put the other one on the back burner. I had put that realtor function that was being held by a lender on the back burner because I did not have time to do both, or so I thought. And I just swung by. I didn't stay long. But I had to put things in order of what was important to me. Same thing with the next night. There was another realtor event. It was at night. My husband was home. We needed to have dinner. So that took precedence over attending the realtor event. So you have to, in your life, you have to decide where your priorities are. And then build out your calendar from there. But never put something in the place of importance where it shouldn't be. So, there's that. Let's talk about money. This time of year, real estate is usually slow. So, it is hard. In December, what do we have due? All of our dues. All of our dues. Why they make those due at Christmas time is the most ridiculous thing to me. But, whatever. So, you have the money of that. There are some people I know that do touches on their clients, meaning that they do pop buys, or they make everyone a pie, or they have these elaborate client appreciation events. If you can't afford to pay cash for that, don't do it. Your clients are not going to love you any less. You do not need to give some big, elaborate client appreciation party unless that is in your budget to do so. Why can't you write a hand card for your clients? Send them a Christmas card or a holiday card. It costs literally probably $1.50 as opposed to an extravagant party, or opposed to doing pop buys with pies. A lot of people do pies for all of their clients. That's an expensive thing. The other things that are expensive during this time of the year that you may have to limit yourself on, it seems that every organization fundraises at this time. And may not fundraise for money, but fundraises for socks, shoes, clothing drives, food drives, turkey dinners, all of these things. Do we all want to give to that? Absolutely. Especially if you're a real estate agent, you are in a giving profession. We have servant hearts. But if you cannot afford it, do not feel guilted into contributing. And if it does come up, you know what? There's nothing wrong with one pair of socks. There's nothing wrong with one can of corn. There's nothing wrong with limiting. No one says you have to do it all. Choose what's important to you. and put your funds to that. I say this because every time we turn around, someone is asking for a donation. And I get it, because your corporate companies aren't going to do it. So they come to you as an individual and they're like, we need to support the homeless. We need to support communities and schools. We need to support whatever it is. And it's great. It is all meaningful things. It is all things that will make a difference in your community. However, do not put yourself at a disadvantage during this time of the year and give to the extent that you cannot afford it, because you still have bills to pay in January. You still have bills to pay. So you need to make sure that you're still able to afford to pay your bills. The last part of understanding that real estate agents need to take care of their mental and physical health has to do with relaxing, rejuvenating, and taking some time. You need to use the time of the Christmas holidays to rejuvenate yourself. Why do you think so many businesses are closed? Because their employees need time, and we want to celebrate. Have I been called to show a home on Christmas Day? Yes. Did I say yes? No. Until we become a profession that understands that we have to make boundaries, our profession is not going to get better. And I always put it to us like this. Like, do we have the same education as lawyers and doctors? No. But I'm going to put it to you like this. If you would not call your lawyer on Christmas Day to have them write up a contract for you, do not allow a client to call you on Christmas Day to write up a contract for them, to show them a house. I get it. A lot of people look while they're sitting there online, and you get those calls. I understand that. But part of understanding and taking care of our own mental health is taking advantage of those times with our families and with our friends to where we do not see clients. Real estate is literally the only profession that I know of as independent contractors that you work all day, every day of the year, unless you make the commitment to set boundaries for yourself. So, sorry. I'm going to task you with something. As you go into 2025, one, I hope you have done some goal setting of what you want to do for next year. But the second thing is I want to task you to, during this holiday season, set a boundary. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Put a voicemail on there that says, today, I am taking time with my friends and family, and I wish you all a Merry Christmas. Make yourself a priority. If you don't, no one else will. So, dealing with the holiday stress and your mental and physical health is really threefolded. Make sure that you don't spend more than you have, that you block time, because spending more than you have doesn't just have to do with money. It has to do with time. Don't spend more than you have. Block yourself some time. Block time for our parties. Block time for your business. Don't spend money you don't have. And remember to take care of yourself and your family. You are the only one that can. Guys, I wish you an abundance of prosperity in 2025. God knows we all will be blessed because we believe in Him. So I wish you the best and merriest of Christmases and a happy New Year. We'll see you back in 2025, and we will be starting off season 3. You guys take care.